We're talking with Brent McLeod from New South Wales Department of Primary Industries, and we're talking about your major messages today here with the sheep industry. Now, you looked at EBVs, so why were you looking at EBVs or ASBVs?
ASBVs, or Australian Sheep Breeding Values, are a true indicator of the money that can be generated, not just for a producer, but for the whole of industry. So what we tried to run through here today was what makes the producer money, i.e. the growth rate of his lambs, the number of lambs born that are alive that he can take out to sale, and what also makes processors money, so the ideal fat coverage over the carcass and the amount of muscle, and more importantly where that muscle is located. So trying to make sure that we're developing big loins to give us versatility of cut size in the domestic market, so that the retailers can do some of those nice new modern cuts that the consumer is asking for. And it also helps us improve yields at a boning room level and drives our export growth.
So are there horses for courses, and should you be targeting, if you're targeting the domestic market as opposed to the export market, different ASBVs?
Yes, Bruce. Hopefully that message came out really strongly today, that as the lamb industry's progressed over the last 25 years and become far more professional and sophisticated, we can no longer buy a ram and think the progeny that you breed from that ram is suitable for all market aspects. We're now becoming that differentiated that people need to purchase rams that will produce 19, 20, 21 kilo carcasses for the domestic market to be consumed here in Australia. And we also need to be able to produce 26, 27 kilo lambs to put into the good export markets where big racks that are sought after for places like the United States.
So a producer listening to this, what should they be thinking about when they're looking at ASBVs for, say, targeting the export market?
Obviously it comes down to the situation, Bruce, in terms of whether they're putting them over a crossbred ewe or merino ewe, what type of pasture base they're going to use. But ideally, if they're going to target an export market, then they will be having a focus on the PFAT level, the ASBV for PFAT, and they need to be looking in the negatives. If they're going to go for that heavy export market for the United States, they need to be buying rams in the vicinity of minus 0.6 or 7 through to minus 1 for PFAT.
What about for the domestic market?
Bruce, certainly. The domestic market, as I said, is a lot lighter. So 19 to 22 is mainstay for a lot of the domestic processors. The supermarkets tend to like them 20 to 24 kilos carcass weight. In that instance, the rams unit purchase for producing lambs for that market, the ASBV will be coming back towards a zero. And in some cases, for people putting them over merino ewes, they can even buy positive PFAT. So ideally, depending on the ewe base you've got and your pastures, you'll be buying something from a positive 2 PFAT level down to a minus 0.3 or 4.
So the take-home message from your talk today?
Take-home message is know the market you want to supply, you're good producers, the industry's far more sophisticated. Make sure you buy your rams to suit the market you want to send your lambs to. Don't buy a ram and then decide I've got lambs to sell, where am I going to sell them?
McLeod, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you, Bruce.